Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything pop culture and random in the world. I'm your host Mick, and I'm joined by
Will
and Landon Browning. It's March 8th, 2020.
It's International Women's Day, right?
Is it?
Sure,
no,
I thought that was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Oh,
Or is it today?
I don't
pretty
know.
sure it's today.
If it's yesterday or today, women, thank you for
All that you
Existing.
do,
being who you are.
putting up with men.
We would not be what we are without you.
Correct.
Thanks.
Correct. Yes.
I mean, we wouldn't even be existing without women. So, thank you. Oh gosh.
All proceeds from this episode.
So, Will, you look mad.
Okay, I'm mad at Landon. I'm
Why?
sorry. I'm so
Why?
mad at Landon.
Is
Oh,
it just
gosh.
because I won't play the Final Fantasy VII demo? I think that's all that it
You
is.
Literally. And what's the reason?
Because you asked me to do it.
Exactly.
This is like the phone thing all
Exactly.
over again. It's just to spite people.
And why would you do something out of spite?
So bad.
Because you're a terrible
You're
person.
a bad person. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't actually think you're a bad person, Landon. You're one of my closest friends. Thank you for being one of them. But right now, you're really annoying me because you literally do things out of spite, and it's just, oh man. Like, I'm asking, like, okay, all right. I tell Landon to download this demo. It's a 45-minute demo, and I know he'll like this combat system. It's absolutely fantastic for a game called Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's coming out in April 10th, I think.
I have no
For
idea.
PS4, and I already pre-ordered it. It looks absolutely fantastic. I'm like, dude, you got to check it out. And he's like, eh. He literally just is like, eh. Like it's not a big deal. But I talked to him about it earlier. He's like, yeah, I'll download it and check it out. And then when I keep asking him about it, like, oh, played it yet? Have you played it yet? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, Landon, why haven't you played it? And
Well,
he's like,
to be fair,
eh.
I've only had it downloaded for like 3 days.
it's a 45-minute
I know,
demo.
but like I'm really committed to the Outer World.
The Outer World?
Are
and
you
Madden.
are you going to ever play it?
Oh, maybe.
No, that means no.
What if
Maybe
I
means no.
played it right after we're done?
Then awesome. I would be glad.
Are you though?
I might. I don't know. I'm in the middle of a quest in the Outer Worlds that I want to finish.
Okay.
When will you be done with that?
I don't know.
Gosh, dang.
Probably like 30 minutes. But then it's like I've already got that game booted up. Then it's like, do I really want to like save and quit that game to boot
And then
up?
you
Dude,
think about Lucky
why
Bridges.
not?
Yeah, if I think about Lucky
gotta-
Bridges in Madden, like I'll probably just boot up Madden,
Yeah.
and play another game of Madden.
Just gotta keep making that dough.
Well, I talked about my contract. I mean, his contract extension, right?
Aren't you one and the same now?
We're close. We've almost what is it? Assimilated like or whatever. Like we've almost.
Achieve symbiosis.
Yeah.
Why else are you mad, Will?
Because
Because at game night last night, I
'Cause at game
absolutely
night last
wrecked everybody. I didn't lose a single game. The whole game night, like 3-hour game night, I won every game we played.
yeah, and Landon has been bragging about it the whole entire time. I was on a team with Landon once, and that was the only one I won.
to kill me.
And I tried to throw Landon under the bus, and it kind of worked.
It did.
kinda
It was a
didn't.
good strategy.
It was a good strategy
It was
because
a
I
good
knew, like, if you can get one alien on board and the other escapes, it's
Why don't you
risky,
explain
but
this game?
Okay, so it's a game. If you've ever played a game like The Resistance or Secret Hitler, it's almost exactly like that. So you have
It's a group of people,
group of people.
and there's
Some of them are aliens,
there's a
and
spy or alien or secret Hitlers,
and you don't know who they are.
right.
And your entire goal of the game is to figure out who the aliens are. If you're one of the humans, and if you're an alien, you try to blend in and confuse
Like
everybody and
sabotage,
sabotage the entire
turn
mission.
people against each other.
If the humans don't figure out who the alien is by the end of the game, they lose. If they do figure out who the aliens are by the end of the game, they win. It's
Yeah,
pretty
and there's
simple.
basically there's different questions that are asked. You'll pick 3 people to get questions asked to,
Yeah.
and the humans will get one set of questions given to them, but the alien will get a different question, and then you answer it, and then it'll be like, oh well, the
the
alien's
same
answer.
answers pop up.
Yeah, and like, be like, oh.
but then
alien's
can't the
answer-
aliens hack the thing and then switch the
Yes.
questions with one of the humans?
There's a lot of complications, but it's
I still don't understand.
You basically have to narrow it down to at the end of the game, you have to vote to eject
Right.
2 2 players from the spaceship.
And everybody has to agree.
Yeah, but it has to be a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the worst part of the game is it has to be a unanimous decision because there's always that one moron who has no idea who the aliens are, and everybody else, like, there was one time we played where I was playing with people, and I don't mean to call them morons, but they were like, we don't think it's this person, when it was obviously that person when they've gotten multiple questions wrong. It was like,
Was I there?
Who's the moron?
no,
though?
you guys weren't there. We were playing it with different people.
Wait, you have other friends besides us?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
What?
No, never. No.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
All right, well, you can walk home, Will.
By the time, you're back, I'll be done with the Final Fantasy VII.
Gosh, dang it.
What if I just played it and didn't tell you that I played it, and then pretend like I hadn't played it?
That would make me even more mad because I want to know your
I
thoughts
know,
on the thing. I want to know your thoughts on the thing. What you think of it,
I'll try to play it today.
Will you?
dude? And I think that what makes me the most mad is that this is exactly what I go through with Oliver on like a weekly basis.
Your friend is 16 years.
My best friend of 16 years. Like,
Well, I'm slowly
He
morphing
tells me-
into your best friend of 5 years. I'm gonna kill all of them and take his spot.
no, you won't. I'll kill you before that happens.
It's like Tropic Thunder. Like, you just shove his head on your gun.
Yeah.
Look, I'm the old best friend. I'm the new best friend now.
Oh gosh,
No.
that's a good
Yeah.
movie.
Great.
Yeah, I clutched up at game night.
Yeah, what else did you do at game night, Landon? You
So-
really messed up, didn't you?
So, my older sister, listener of the show, Irie, put on a game night for our young adult
Hi, Irie.
at our church. And she told me to go and stop by this local Mexican deli on the way and the specific instructions were 2 large orders of rice and 1 large order of refried beans.
And Landon heard, okay, so I need to get rice to feed 50 people. Okay, got it.
So I arrive and I instantly call Irie to just confirm. I want straight to voicemail. Straight to voicemail. So I say,
So it's all her fault.
that's what I'm gonna go with. So I walk up to
And you know it's not Irie's fault. You know it's almost all Landon's fault, but he's gonna blame it on Irie anyway.
I'll blame whoever I can. But I go up and I'm like, hey, can I get 2 large orders of rice and a large order of beans? And the lady's like these, and she puts this really small styrofoam cup, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of it's for a party. And she's like, oh, and she grabs this big metal tray or I don't know, container, and I'm like, yeah, this looks perfect. And then she grabs an even bigger one. She's like, how about this? And I'm like,
Even better.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'll do the bigger one for the rice and then the smaller one for the beans. And I'm like, she's like, it'll be 20 minutes. We gotta make more rice. And I'm like, all the others must be out
First
of
red
rice.
flag.
Yeah,
That was the
there's
first red
constant
flag.
red flags.
Oh, there's
flying
red
up here,
flags.
And Landon's like, no, I'm looking the other way.
Yeah.
So
So
Landon's the character in the horror movie that just keeps on walking through that dark alley,
Yeah.
even though there's a billion signs.
the
to
music's
turn back.
building. It's
There's a phone to his right. He could easily call the police, but then there's a door that's cracked open with a weird noise coming from inside.
Yeah,
And he's like, "Hello,
I
Is
wonder
anybody
what's in there.
Is that you?
so I go and
we
I'm
should
waiting.
split up. What?
I'm waiting in the deli. And then I'm like, I should go pay for it so I can, when it's done, I can just take off with the food because I was running a little late. And I go up and they ring it up and they're like, that'll be $108 or something. And I was like, oh, I was like, but at that point, it's too, you're too far gone. It's too late to back down. So I said, okay, swiped the card, sat down. And that's when the weight of my decisions are starting to hit me. I'm like,
and then the weight of the rice hits you.
yeah, I texted my sister. I'm like, hey, this is really expensive for some rice. I mean, she's like, what? And I'm like, it was $100. She's like, and then it gets done, and I go to take it out of my car, and I try to pick it up, and it's probably 35 pounds worth.
Didn't
of
you say
food.
they
Landon
had to
can't lift that much.
Did you say they had to wheel it out on
They did because
dolly?
I was picking it up and it was so hot and the middle of the pan was starting to cave out in the bottom.
Oh no!
And she's like, "Oh, let me get a cart for you." And they load it up on this cart and wheel it out to my car. And I'm like, "Oh god,
This was a
no."
mistake.
Gary, can you bring the forklift out? We got a 50-pound thing of rice to deliver.
I hope if you ever go back there, you'll be known as Rice Guy.
Rice guy, rice guys always
Rice, baby.
rice guys always lose. But
It was so much rice.
Oh, it was so much. We barely made a dent on it.
There was 6 of us eating rice.
I had a
Over
full
there?
burrito of just rice.
Yeah.
I was trying to help,
It
and
didn't even
it didn't do
even look
anything.
like any of us touched the beans either, and we all had like quite a bit of
Yeah.
refried
And
beans.
yeah, like not to take away from the beans, it was a lot of beans, but next to the rice, it looked like
Rice.
nothing.
There was so like
Like imagine 2 beans, like that large container of beans, and then it again is the container of rice. It's literally half the container of rice, and the container of rice is huge.
it.
Like, it's
I mean,
giant.
it literally would have been able to feed probably like 30 people.
Easily.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Landon got it for 6 people.
I was following orders.
He was trying to kill us with
Yeah.
rice.
Yeah. You know,
On
a lot of
the-
people
on-
have followed orders throughout history. It doesn't make it right.
On the bright side, my
We now have
family
rice
will
for
have
the next 6 months.
yes, my family will now have rice for the next
Goodness.
Yeah, okay.
foreseeable future. It was a mistake. You know, everybody makes it. We're all human. I
I
feel like
mean-
I don't feel like I'm the only person that's been in a situation like picking up food for other people and then like not knowing which size to get, and then just blatantly making the wrong choice.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It's happened before, and it'll happen again for sure.
Because like, what if I like got too little? Then like that would have also been like
I mean,
I feel like though most of the time at parties, at least our parties, like people normally don't eat
as much.
as much.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, I thought it was funny. I think most everybody thought it was funny. I'm
yeah.
good. I'm fine with a
It was
little chuckle at
it
my
was
own
an
expense.
icebreaker
Like,
for it was a rice breaker for the
Ugh.
party. Oh, dude.
and it also helped me elevate my status in winning some of the games because I made jokes making fun of myself about the rice. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Constant
So,
rice jokes.
Yeah.
Like butterfly effect. If you don't get that like rice,
I don't win.
you're a
Quiplash.
laughing stock in the wrong way. Of the
Yeah.
night.
I
Like,
don't win
You don't win
quiplash.
quiplash. You don't like make people laugh.
Yeah.
You don't like at all.
Dude, you're making weird faces at me.
What?
Huh?
I'm not making any weird faces.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a fun little party. Played code names.
Yeah, that was fun.
Also won that one.
You can
Let's go.
You can tell by my voice that I did not win, and that I did not have the most fun, but it was still kind of fun.
Why is that, Will?
Just some miscommunication.
Oh, that's what we're calling it. Okay.
I felt like I was on a team with Mick and Irie. And like,
Hi, yeah, our team
our
was
team
good.
did really well. Like
Yeah.
we didn't have any like mishaps.
We had one like little screw up on my part, but
Not really though. I mean, it was just like
it benefited us.
mm-hmm.
I mean, we basically cheated.
Basically. And yeah, my team was a little less organized, and our team just didn't think as well together.
Yeah.
And it's because I think we just our team we had a lot of different like kind of ways of thinking.
And also, like, you were with our friend Ben, who's on the show, and then a guy named Spencer. And, like, I don't think the three of you have much like, you guys don't hang out a bunch. The three of you, like,
well, I used to
you
hang
hang
out
out
with Ben a lot,
but, like, I mean, I think all three teammates, like, have to have some kind of, like,
You have to be
connection,
able
like-
to read each other's minds, and
and
I was
break
able to
the
do that with
code.
Landon.
Yeah. And then, like, Irie and I grew up together, so, like, we can kind of, like,
Yeah, like I'm most successful on a team with either Kate or Oliver.
yeah.
Kate's my sister. Oliver's my best friend of 16 years.
Yes.
So
Until
until
Landon.
Landon
until
comes
I
along.
end him.
Are you like in an oddball way trying to say like please be my best friend?
No, I just want to kill Oliver. I'm just kidding.
Oh gosh, that is morbid and no thank you.
Tired?
A little sleepy.
Yeah.
Daylight savings was last night.
It's rough.
Yeah, we lost an hour.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, why can't they get rid of it?
They should.
Why
Like, what's the
can't it
point of
end?
having it anymore?
Farmers.
Gosh dang.
I mean, the other one is nice when we get an hour.
Yeah, but even that's stupid though, because it's like you're just tricking yourself. You're just lying to yourself.
Yeah.
It's just further proof that time, it's nothing.
Time
doesn't
is
exist.
relative.
Yeah,
It's not even relative. It's just
it's
nothing.
not real.
It's not real. It doesn't exist.
Uh,
It's because the Earth is flat. Okay.
do you guys need to like go back to high school and take
No.
like science classes?
No, I don't remember any of that. I don't want to. Erased it from my
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah.
I make stuff cold. That's all I need to know how to do.
High school science classes, I didn't like that much.
I don't think I'd get any benefit for going back to high school.
Yeah,
No.
Utility, down. Happiness, no, none.
I'd probably get kicked out.
Acne level at maximum.
Yeah.
Stats for high school, Will, all out of whack. Not balanced.
Squeaky
Imbalanced
voice.
character. Oh, gosh. Freshman me in high school, not
good.
Not looking good. Junior me and senior me was peak Will in high school. Like I peaked.
That's normally how it goes.
Yeah, but
Kind of find your status.
Do you think you've continued to peak, or are you,
no, I'm downhill.
have you? You think so?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I really don't think I'm downhill though. I think I've grown in a lot of ways, but also
literally?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Have you gotten taller since you got out of high school?
Not much. Like I've gotten like maybe an inch or more, like an inch
dude,
and a half more.
Kill for an inch.
I'm sorry. I should be a little more considerate. Sorry, Landon.
Yeah.
I don't mean to rub it in that I'm
Well,
6'1".
Will's like, I'm 6'1". I guess I grew like an inch. Like I'm like sitting here like maybe 5'8".
You're
on a
taller
good
than
day.
that, aren't you?
No, I'm around there.
You're like 6'3".
On a good day, I'm a 6'3", maybe 6'4".
I think you're 6'3".
Maybe
6'4".
6'5".
Like on a like six pack, like
On a bad day,
bad day,
5'7".
5'7". Yeah, it just depends on the day, honestly.
Do you have a 6-pack in high school?
No, I did not. Wish I did though.
None of us have ever had a 6-pack, right?
I have one right now.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I think at like my very best, I could maybe see like the outline of maybe 4, like just barely see like just the abs in general, like, and that was like
Long gone.
Yeah, long gone.
The same person that told me, oh, if I put on like 10, 15 more pounds, no big deal. Like,
I got a little breathing room, not much. The breathing room's getting
smaller and
less.
smaller. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like ever since I got out of high school, like I stopped working out as much or at all. Like it just depends. It kind of fluctuates through time with a little bit or none, a little bit or none. And
Well,
it kind of sucks because I really miss having like a weights class that is designated
Yeah.
to here is an hour where you will work out or an hour and a half where you are physical activity.
It's
It
way
kept
harder.
me in shape.
It's way harder to set your own schedule. To
Oh
do that.
gosh, and especially if like my schedule's super inconsistent.
Yep.
With my work, my schooling, like I have like next quarter I'll have like Tuesdays and Thursdays basically like free.
Yeah.
And this quarter I have Tuesdays and Thursdays like completely
Jam-packed, yeah.
booked up, like or
Yeah.
Mondays and I don't know. I can't remember exactly how it works, but like every 3 months it changes. And then my work schedule changes all the time because it's not like a usual job where it's like you go to work Monday through Friday 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I work at a movie theater that schedules
Closing
are
shifts most of the time.
generally they're the same, but sometimes you get screwed up, and that's when it sucks.
Yeah, that's like same with my work. Like, I'll get in like a schedule, be like, all right, I've gotten off a few nights at like 5, like so I'll go work out, and then it's like, oh, I have like 2 or 3 days in a row where like, oh, I'm out till 9 o'clock at night. It's like, well, I'm not working out now.
Yeah.
like I'm just gonna go to sleep. Like, or
Yeah,
play
you don't
games.
want to work out a long day at work. Get home
Yeah,
at
like
9.
and then go do more.
yeah, hit the treadmill after that. It's like it's not fun.
No.
Yeah, if I wanted to have like a consistent workout schedule, I'd probably be working out at like 8:30 p.m.
Yeah,
like at the end of a super long day with school and work, and it's like, I don't know.
I might try to get
Eh.
fit after I'm done with school. Like that's kind of the plan right now. But
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to follow through with it. Like,
yeah. Well, if you get a job with a consistent like start and end time,
start and end
like,
time,
that's
which hopefully I should.
yeah.
We'll see though.
Yeah.
Really don't know what the future holds. So could be working at the movie theater for the next 10 years.
Oh no! Don't say that. You'll end up in the HVAC program.
CC. Oh gosh. No offense, but I don't think I'd want to do that. I don't think it's
some good
my kind of
some
work.
good hard work.
Yeah, I don't think it's my kind of work though. I'm not kind of a hands-on guy. I'm more of a
Yeah,
kind of brain guy.
Up there.
that's a lot of.
Up
It's
there.
mostly brain.
It's
work.
mostly brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say
Cool.
80% of it.
I didn't mean to like downplay what you
No, it's
do
fine.
at
You think
all.
I'm a dumb
See,
meat.
Landon, you're stupid, so you have to work with your hands.
Well,
I'm smart because I work with my brain.
I didn't mean to say that
no,
at all.
I know you didn't.
I'm so sorry.
So, Landon, are you gonna do the Final Fantasy demo now? Or?
Probably not. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I'm smart enough So figure it out.
Well, at least you get to
Gosh,
hold the
man.
controller with your hands, you know?
You can find our podcast on.
You're fine, Will. Like,
Oh gosh.
it was just a joke for you going to SEC for the HVAC program.
Everyone does it eventually.
I mean, Colby, Michael follow right after Landon. So who's next?
You.
Me? No. No.
Yeah.
Dave?
Dave. I don't think
No, Dave. I don't know what Dave's doing.
Dave wouldn't like it.
Dave's living the dream. Right, Dave?
Working on insurance, right?
I mean, I don't really...
No, he does like health benefits stuff.
Isn't he I thought he was a race car driver.
I thought he was like a NASA engineer.
I'm trying to think of something stupid.
He is the rocket.
Yeah.
They ride him up into space.
What?
Everyone, all aboard!
Now I imagine like the scene from the Iron Giant in the end, but David
Superman.
Parker instead. Yeah. For those of you that have seen the Iron Giant, like
that's
you
a
know,
great movie.
you know what scene I'm talking about, and putting David in there. If you know David, it'd be funny, but
It's very comical to imagine.
yes,
It's because Dave's like 4'8", right? Like, and
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. He's tall
Really
for a
overweight. Waddles when he walks. You know. Dave's gonna kill us.
no, he'll just cut it all out.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
He has too much power.
He has all the power.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants. You know, rockets normally can, do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I can edit it out if I want to. Kill the podcast.
Your podcast is nothing.
When I record, you will join me. Kylo Ren voice is one of my favorite ones to do.
It's a good go-to.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see that SNL skit with Kylo Ren on?
Oh,
Or-
Undercover Boss?
Undercover Boss.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
pretty
so
funny.
funny.
It's so good.
Did you see the second one?
Yeah,
Second one's really funny too.
I think the first one's better, but
First one's way better,
they're both
but the
pretty
second
funny.
the second one's pretty funny too.
I like it when it's like the second one though. It's like the pilot. It's like training.
Yeah.
Could be as good as Kylo Ren. She's like, no, I want to be like.
Luke Skywalker, I think.
Yeah.
he says.
Just-
I want to
Kylo
be good
just
as Luke
murders her.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Stabs her.
He's like, I only killed one person today. That's a plus. Oh gosh.
What do you guys think about Kylo Ren?
He's got a pretty sweet lightsaber, right?
Everyone's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Kylo Ren. Yeah, what other good voices are there?
I don't know.
Kylo Ren's
I can't
good.
really do
Ben
anyone else.
Mendelsohn from The Dark Knight Rises. It's pretty great.
Can we get some girls in here?
Yeah.
I gave you a small fortune.
That gives you power.
I feel bad. He has a speech impediment, right?
I mean, he's got like a little bit of a lisp.
It's an iconic lisp though. Like,
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't hinder him at all.
Yeah, it doesn't hinder him at all, but like I always feel a little bit of guilt like when I do his voice on the inside because it feels like I'm making fun of him.
Nah, you're just being accurate.
Yeah. I know what you think.
Landon's over here dying.
Oh my gosh.
Right, Will?
Oh yeah, what a rough podcast.
This is what happens when we have one topic written down.
Yeah, when we have one topic,
It
daylight
was being
savings,
mad
lost
at
an hour
Landon.
of sleep.
Like,
Yeah, I'm still mad at Landon, probably, I would say. I think. I don't know. You could redeem yourself.
if I play the demo.
Yeah, if there's a redemption arc that is kind of available to you, but it's only if you choose it.
I feel like I'd be the character that like,
character-
you want to be redeemed, but like they don't.
Oh.
Like they make the wrong choice.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Yep, that's you.
There is no mist. Shot in the head.
Dude,
Oh,
there is
God.
no mist.
We have to play the new one of that, the Little Hope.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
think it comes out in,
Man of
June.
Medan was a game that we played.
Terrible.
Terrible. There's
Terrible
the
game.
Dark Pictures Anthology is what
Yeah,
it's called.
probably.
It's a game where it's like Until Dawn. If you know what Until Dawn is, you
If
make your own
don't,
a game.
Screw you.
A game where you make your own choices and the characters, and that
Right,
determines
it's like
their fate.
It's a cooperative experience. You can play with like 5 people.
Like Man of Medan was all about escaping a boat or something like that. I can't even fully remember. But there's a new one coming out
Really forgettable.
that we are going to play. It's called Little Hope. It's at a school, I think. I don't know.
It looks like it takes place in the like 50s or something.
It takes place. It's about 4 college students and their professor. They get kind of stuck in this old abandoned town, surrounded by fog, and they're trying to like get out.
Oh,
So
There's no fog.
There's no mist.
The fog is nothing.
Did we already talk about how Landon killed Dave's character?
I'm sure.
I think we did.
sure.
Didn't we talk
Yeah,
about
we
that last
talked
week?
about-
Or 2 weeks ago or something?
No, we talked about it a long time ago, I think, too.
I killed him.
Yeah, because Landon
I
doesn't
made
know how to make a
no.
good
I
choice.
know there's a lot of pressure,
As soon as you made the choice, you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. That was the wrong choice.
and then blam.
Like, which is the worst choice? Rice or there's no mist? Like,
There is no rice.
At least you could eat the rice.
yeah, exactly. A character doesn't die because you purchased $100 worth of rice.
Dude, I might die on that rice. There's so
Oh.
much.
Dude.
So much rice. Yeah. Any other video games coming up? You guys are looking forward to?
Well, there's a game called Persona 5 Royale.
Oh
that
my
I-
gosh. Oh my
I apologize.
God.
I constantly tell Landon to play this game. Maybe this is why he doesn't want to play.
This is definitely part of the reason that I don't want to play Final Fantasy VII. Because like you harass me all the time. You're like, you're gonna play Persona 5. It's so good.
It is good.
I'm the one that told you to buy the game.
You know what, Irie? If you're listening, play Persona 5 and
I
tell
wish-
Landon to play it.
I wish that I hadn't told you to buy. You were so on the fence. You're like, I don't know, man. I've heard there's some like satanic stuff in this game, and I'm like,
There's not.
and I'm like, nah, Will, it's cool. Like you'd like it. And then Will buys it. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm so 5. Oh,
Okay,
man.
no.
Play it.
No,
Play it.
no. Gosh dang it. I'm sorry.
Dave, have
And
you played it?
you know what's
Landon, play
worse?
it. Oh,
You know what's
play it,
worse?
play it. I'll buy it for you.
So we have Kylo Ren's voice, Ben Mendelsohn, and then Will's voice.
Will-
Oh, I'll play this game tonight.
I sound like Donald Duck, but worse. Oh gosh, my ears, dude. Now, I should just shut up. Hold on, just turn off the mic for me. Goodbye.
So, Landon,
Persona 5 sucks.
Okay, hold on. Coming back. It's a great game. It's a great game.
what type of game? I don't even know what type of game it is.
Turn based. So
I'm
it's-
out.
it's
Yeah,
weeb.
I can't. Stupid.
I say one thing and you're like, I'm
Dude,
out.
turn-based is like the
It's
worst
super
thing you could
fast
say.
though. It's super fast. Like
I don't-
one button push
It's
and you
still-
do your action.
It's still turn-based. It's still turn-based.
You'd like it. Let me
I
show you
don't
some
think-
gameplay.
I don't think
I'll
I
show
would.
you some gameplay after this.
I don't think you'd like it, Nick.
You might like it.
I don't know. Landon knows pretty well what I like for video
It's
games.
not like other turn-based
No,
combat
it
games.
is. It's like Pokemon. Do you like Pokemon?
No, it's not like
It's
Pokemon.
literally
Pokemon
Pokemon.
sucks compared to this game.
I know, but like,
No, it's not Pokemon.
it's a less sucky
It's
version.
not Pokemon.
It's literally like it's the same thing. Instead of like critters, you have like demon things that you fight.
So it is
Yes.
satanic.
Yeah, it is very satanic.
Maybe.
They're literally called they're like
Shadows?
yeah, like
is what
the
they're called.
personas are like demons
Some
from
of
the
them.
Shadow Realm. I don't know. I'm like, totally talking on my butt right
Dude,
now. Like,
come on, man. Like, you
I
can't-
played a lot of the 4th game.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I love the 4th game. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
The
And
5th one just doesn't really hold up, compared to.
is this like Bother Will Day? Like,
Yeah.
Just blame it on losing in the hour. It threw the whole day off.
Yeah, throw it all off.
that is true.
I don't know. It is fun. I don't think you would like it though, man.
No, I think it's like a turn-based so that's only half the game though. The other
What's
half
the other half?
the other half is
Gouge
like
your
you
eyes
have
out
your,
with-
your it's like a social simulator almost where you can
Oh, no. Another thing that Nick would love to play.
Jeez.
Oh gosh,
Man,
yeah,
I
you're
love-
right. You'd hate it.
I love social simulators.
Dude, you get invested in the
It's such a long
characters.
game though. Isn't it like
It's-
100 hours?
Yeah, and the new one that's
And
coming
another
out
thing I know.
adds 30 hours.
Oh.
It's going to be like
Is it-
130
isn't it
hours.
A different isn't it a different story or like there's like a different ending or something like?
There's 2 new endings because there's like a bunch of endings in Persona 5. You can like there's 3 I think, and now there's 5. And
Are they better endings or like?
without spoiling too much,
Uh-huh.
I know I've been spoiled for a little bit of it I don't like, without spoiling too much, there's the game adds a whole nother section of the game right onto the end of the game, and that's where part of the in that section you can miss it if you don't do correct things while the regular game. So you could get the regular ending is one of the endings. So there's now in Persona 5 there was the 2 bad endings and a true ending. In this new one, there's 2 bad endings, a regular ending, an alternate ending, and a good ending.
Oh my gosh.
Or the true ending as well.
Yeah.
Which makes things a little wild, but because for story thing, but there is still a canonically like this is the true ending kind of thing, and they do, I've heard that they do it in a way where I can't say that without spoiling.
Is it like the Telltale games where like the next game comes out, it like carries over what you've done previously?
No, it doesn't. So each like
So you
Persona
have to
3,
restart
Persona 4, and
completely.
Persona 5 are all completely individual stories.
Okay.
Think like Final Fantasy, where it's like
Right.
Final Fantasy 7 has nothing to do with Final Fantasy 8.
I normally
or
don't think Final
9.
Fantasy.
Okay, well,
Just kidding.
dude, like my taste in games is like it like my favorite games like are not
hate.
at all like what your guys' favorite games are.
I have a hard time like playing games that like now like a game like if I hear a game's 100 hours long I'm like ooh
Yeah, it's
Like you'll make the
ooh.
exception if it's like a Red Dead.
like Cyberpunk.
yes
You'll
like
play
Cyberpunk,
Cyberpunk,
yeah, like
even though it's going to
Cyberpunk,
be
but-
150 hours.
yeah but like give me Cyberpunk now.
They got pushed, right?
Like just
September.
September, yeah.
when it's supposed to come out next month.
Yeah, they're polishing it up real nice.
So that'll be one of the first ones on the next gen, right?
I think it's gonna be PS4.
Yeah, it's going to be still
Well,
PS4
yeah,
as
but
well.
it'll be
It'll probably
also,
be upgraded.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you
yeah,
could
definitely.
and what you could probably is they're rumored to do is you can upgrade for free.
What do you mean?
So you can get the PS5 version or the Xbox. What is it called?
Xbox Series X.
Dude,
It's not confusing at all.
such a bad name. That's such a bad name. Xbox Series X, Xbox One X. Nobody's going to be able to tell the difference.
Why don't they just called it like Xbox 2
Or Xbox Scarlet, which is they called it Project
or
Scarlet.
720?
Xbox Scarlet. Boom. New thing,
Something.
brand new, pizzazz. You know, pizzazz. Like got a lot
Xbox
of-
Bazzazz.
Xbox pizzazz.
Yeah, I
Now
think they
with
confirmed.
rhinestones.
CD Projekt Red confirmed that the game, at least on Xbox, like would have a free upgrade
Yeah.
to the next version.
But that's also because the Xbox Series X is backwards compatible with literally any single Xbox game. You can play on that.
Isn't Sony doing that too with the PS4?
Okay, it's at least PS4 is what we know.
Well, that's all I really care about.
Well, I want PS3 games on it too,
Eh.
because some PS3 games are like instant classics.
I would just like it if you could buy
Digital.
if you could just buy any digital game that's been on a Sony piece of hardware. That
Yeah.
would be. I don't need the discs to work. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
No.
But if they had like a PlayStation store and like you could open it and be like, there's like several different pages. It's like you can open a separate page for like PS5 games, PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1,
And you can
And then,
shop
like-
like them as well.
and then they're like heavily discounted. Like,
well, they kind of have to be. PS3 games are like $15-$20 now in the store. Like,
That's still
if you
too
buy
much.
through.
that's way too much.
Well,
Like
that's
it should be
brand
like
new games.
$5.
Yeah.
Really? You think
Oh,
so?
for a PS3 game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You kidding me?
No.
I mean, you can buy some
I'd buy it.
PS4 games for $5 that are like really solid. Like,
Yeah, but I like think about like I'm talking about like the heavy AAA hitters are like
it should
$15.
still be
Even
$5.
then, yeah.
Still be $5.
Dude, I don't know, dude. I feel like that's way too low.
I mean, they've already made they've already made their millions
Yeah.
of dollars on the game. Like, why can't it? Like, I thought it'd be cool if they launched PS5.
Well, it's like it just depends on if you get the same amount of people buying for $5 than $15.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's worth $15 at that point for something that's like 10 years old.
It
Like,
just depends on how much people would buy it more if you drop the price. If it's not
I
that
think-
much, then you
I think
keep it
they
at
should.
15.
Well, I would buy more games
for
that are
5, yeah.
10 years old if they were $3 or $5.
Yeah.
yeah, but
But you
Like-
look at some of those, they're like, oh, $25. It's like, pfft.
I'm
No
talking about
thanks.
like $15 though. 15 is a difference between 25. There's a $10 difference.
$5.
I don't know.
There's
I
a
feel-
$10
I
difference
just-
between that and $5. It's
yeah,
like,
I know, but $5 seems like you're like it's like a pipe dream for.
I don't think
like,
so. I mean, dude, like
No.
you can. There's like times on the PlayStation store where you can literally buy like
Those are all
the new Wolf, like the 2014, 2015 Wolfenstein game for like $5.
They're
It's
all
like,
those are all sales though. That's like there's a difference.
well,
like
I feel
those
like-
PS3 games go on sale for like $7.50, $5, somewhere around there. Does that make sense? More sense. So they go on sale for that amount. They are originally priced at that because no PS4 game except the PlayStation hits and things like that are less than $20, and they go on sale for 15 or more.
How cool would it be if the PS5 launched and they made every Sony first party PS4 game that it came out, like it just is bundled in with the console.
Oh, that would never
Like
happen.
you already like it comes with it.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
happen.
It would never do that.
I know. But
Never.
wouldn't that be cool? Like all their older PS4 games, like
Dude, it'd be
God
cool
of
if
War,
every game
Uncharted.
came free. That's what I would want.
Gosh dang it!
But it's not going to happen.
I'm just saying, like that'd be like a cool incentive to buy it. It's like, oh,
How much would that cost?
I'm just saying, like I don't like it's just packed in, like, or you get like 3 of them, like you get God of War, Uncharted 4,
Spider-Man.
yeah. Like, hey,
I guess
here's our upgraded versions of these PS4 games, free packed in. Like,
I mean, are you talking about the upgrades, or are you talking about you get the full game of Spider-Man? Because like it's like if you buy like
What's the difference?
well, the upgrade is like if you already have Spider-Man, we'll give you the upgrade for free if you buy the PS5.
Yeah,
well, that's just in general. If you own the game, it's going to be up-resed. And
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're just saying you give those games out for free?
yeah, just pack them in.
I
with
mean,
the
I would
PS5.
love that. I don't think there's a single person who wouldn't like that.
I was just saying, like, I know they wouldn't do it, but I'm like, that'd be a cool, like,
It would be cool.
incentive to, like, you know, like,
I don't think they'd give away their games for
that
free
would have to
easily,
sell
though.
more consoles though if they did that.
oh yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, but
And like my thought with it is like, all right, so like Horizon Zero Dawn, the amount of money they've made on the game, they've already like made almost all the money they can make on it on PS4.
Yeah.
I think you'd be surprised how many people still haven't played Horizon and still need to buy it.
Yeah, but I mean, like a majority, like if
Yeah, that's
when
like
that
the
game-
minority. Like I think the majority of people who play PS4 have probably played Horizon.
yeah, I would say at least like, so if we looked like 50 years down the road, the amount of sales that have already happened for Horizon's total sale count is probably in the 90 to 95%
Yeah, I agree.
range. So it's like,
But you're still cutting off that 10% of sales if you
but
give it out
if
for
it
free.
ups the amount of people that buy a PS5, they're like, oh,
Because
I'm-
at that point, they probably don't. They're not focused on just getting a sale for one game.
Yeah, but
They're looking to sell their new console.
But the hard part though is that you lose money on selling consoles. It's been like pretty much every single console sold has lost. You lose money when you sell it. Where you make it back are
I mean,
first
that's
party
with-
games.
That's like with any.
piece of hardware.
Yeah,
really.
like,
Any piece of hardware. But
eventually-
what I'm saying is that
eventually you get
it puts you more in
something
the hole.
back.
For me, it makes no sense.
to sell it at a loss.
No, to sell, just bundle a old game with it. Just let the game run its course, and more people will just finish out its sales life.
But I think that's what we're saying is that some of those games have run their course.
Yeah.
No, not. I don't think so because they still go on sale. They're still bought. Like the trophy percentages go down.
Normally, when
Okay.
games go on sale, though, that's because they're not selling.
as much. Like,
Not necessarily,
I mean,
right?
Horizon's like full price is $20 when it's full price. Now,
Yeah,
that's not even on sale. It sells for $20.
right.
full
But
price.
the whole point of to lower a price is to get more people to buy it. So when you're lowering the price, more people are going to buy it inevitably,
But I'm like, so
and that
okay, like,
creates profit.
you sell the PS5 and you bundle in God of War, Horizon, and Uncharted 4. We should say those 3 games. That doesn't actually cost Sony anything because they've already made those games and like manufactured them and sold them and made a profit on them. It's just another incentive for people to buy it. Like,
I just don't know how much incentive is going to actually be there.
Well, they've done this before. They did it with the PS3 with like it wasn't a launch, but it was, and they do that all the time with selling bundles.
yeah,
Right, but
they always
the
bundle.
bundles always come later, right? After the initial, they want to get the people, the loyal consoles who are first, and then they pull in more people later when they.
I mean,
when they can.
Xbox has done that with like Halo though when they launch a console. They're doing that with the new Halo and the new Xbox.
I mean, yeah, but generally what happens is like the Nintendo Switch when it first launched, nothing. And then now there's an Animal Crossing version. There was a Zelda version a year later. There was all these kind of things that.
I mean, but Nintendo sucks. So
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Will
If you
wasn't
look- if you
pissed
look
off
at-
at you enough already.
if you look at PlayStation, even PlayStation 4 when it first launched, no games.
Well, they didn't have anything out.
they did Destiny.
Destiny was like a year later than PS4, right?
It was really early on.
Yeah, but that wasn't a launch. Like that wasn't a. I don't think it was a launch. The bundle was available at launch.
Are you sure?
I think so. Because remember, Dave got the white PS4 a little later than he didn't buy the PS4 immediately, did he?
I thought he did. Did he not?
I don't think so.
I don't
Dave
think
can
he
fact
bought it
check.
right at launch. I don't think he did.
I don't remember.
But even now, you look at maybe there's one game bundled, but the 3 games bundled come for the Black Friday deal is like $200 for Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, and another one or something like that.
Yeah.
Another game. and bundled with the console. So the more games you put in, like the less probability of people are going to buy those games with the new console. Does that make sense?
But people like buying a PS5, like they're not going out of their way to buy.
If it's backwards compatible, maybe. If they put it up of, oh, here are the classics of the PS4 that you don't want to miss with your new PS5. More purchases, right?
I don't know.
So if you include them for free, you're missing out on the profit there. I'm just saying, I would love it, but it doesn't make sense from a business perspective at all, I think.
But I think a lot of it too is most of the people that are using the backwards compatibility already have those games anyway.
Well, there's people that haven't had a PS4 that will buy a PS5.
That's true, but it's the majority of people already have a PS4.
Yeah, 100 million or something like that.
Yeah,
But who
over 100 million.
who
It's like
says that they have those
120
games?
now. What?
Who says that they have those games?
I
Like
do.
you could look
I
at
just said it, Will. Come on.
Well, I mean, how much did Spider-Man sell?
Like that sold like 100 million copies?
No.
It,
So, like,
it broke 10.
it broke
at
10
least
million, but
So,
that's
like
a tenth of the PS4
Yeah, but
owners.
like the attachment, what's the attachment rate on? It's like I think
So, Sony
it's a high attachment rate. Like I think it's like an average.
Sony has
of
the
10.
lowest attachment rate of games, I think, or one of the lowest.
That doesn't
Nintendo
sound
has the
right.
highest. Nintendo has the
That's
highest.
because they only
attachment
sell
rates.
Mario and Zelda.
Pretty much.
Sorry.
Pretty much. Well, Nintendo has the highest attachment rate. Sony's attachment rates are actually pretty low because of people who just buy it for sports games and for like third-party games.
Yeah.
So as Xbox attach rates are kind of low too.
Yeah.
At least from what I remember. Could have changed, but because Sony has been getting a lot more exclusives lately. But anyway, I just don't think it makes sense at all.
Yeah.
I mean, in a
From
perfect
logic.
world, they would do that, and it would work out for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, in a perfect world, we get every game for free,
And the consoles for free.
and the consoles for free.
but not PS Plus. I still pay
No,
for that.
still got to pay for that.
Oh gosh, that's.
Oh, maybe I'll
some
play
of the
that Sonic
games.
game today.
Oh, I played it a little bit. It's
Is it
not.
bad? Is it bad?
It's not good.
When are you
It's-
going to go see the Sonic movie?
I want to go see it. I'm gonna be honest. I want to go see it. Jim Carrey seems fun.
I publicly proclaimed that I would go see it. and I
Yeah,
haven't
it's-
yet.
Yeah,
You
and
said
you
it on
haven't
the
yet. It's gonna get
podcast.
out of theaters soon,
How long do I have to see it?
like a month.
You better just do it.
I'm not doing it today. I'm too tired.
Do it
too
now.
Tired.
Do it right now.
No. I'll go see it maybe this next weekend.
No.
Right after I play the Final Fantasy VII demo.
So you'll never go see it.
I just can't wait for the sequel. Like it's getting a sequel with how much money it made.
How much did it make?
It made a lot.
It made the Sonic movie made so much.
What
money.
was its opening weekend?
60 million or something like that?
What was the budget, though? The budget had to have been
No,
way
it
more.
was. No, it's.
Fact checker will get on it.
Yeah, I'm
Look it up.
I think it only cost them the original version only cost them like $300.
It was just some dude in prosthetics.
So the budget was 81 to 95 million, and the total box office so far, just in the U.S., is 295 million. So it's got like a 200 million profit.
Well, no, because you have to double the. You double the.
Okay, so 100 million profit then. Big difference.
I mean, that is. That's
It is
huge
a big difference, but it's still it hasn't even released in China yet. I don't think.
Will it do well in China?
Oh yeah, they'll love them.
Well, it'll increase like a little bit more. So it's like,
Imagine like that's the last movie you see before you die of the coronavirus.
dude,
I'm sorry,
that's
a bad
so-
joke. That's a bad joke. I'm sorry.
You're terrible. Dave. Edit that out. Edit that out because Landon's an insensitive and terrible person. But it was hilarious. I'm so mad at you.
It all goes back to rice.
I know the rice, the games, the Final Fantasy, everything.
I'm so happy.
Well, speaking of movies, let's maybe not next week, but soon. Let's think of another movie to watch and then talk about.
Okay.
I've been keeping track of movies that have come to mind.
Okay.
I don't know about you
Cool,
guys.
because
we should try
we should do one I haven't seen because
And we-
I saw the
yeah,
last
and
one.
we should try to do something that is. I was thinking we should try to do one that actually is free for streaming because we picked Rear Window and like we had to rent that. So I'm not like saying like it make it easier for people to watch
Are you-
it.
are you
Here's
cheap?
Landon complaining about spending $3 on a movie when he spent over $100 on
rice.
500 pounds of rice.
I'm just saying like so like people like don't have to go out of their way to rent it. Be like it'd be a lot easier for like listeners to be like, oh, they want.
I think a majority of the people own Rear Window.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help people out.
So these are just a couple of movies that have come to mind that I think a majority of us haven't seen or whatever. Upgrade,
Okay.
Insomnia,
Oh.
which that would be a nice one because that's a Chris Nolan movie. Have you seen it, Will? And you haven't seen
Nope.
it? I haven't seen it either. Man from U.N.C.L.E. You haven't seen that?
I've seen it.
I want to see that.
We
one.
saw it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man from Uncle's good.
And I believe this is a Tim Burton movie, Big Fish.
I've never even heard of that.
It
Interesting.
has Ewan McGregor.
I've seen that.
A friend from work, he recommended it. He really likes it. So, yeah, that's all I got. But yeah, just keep in mind
I'll
throughout
keep thinking of
the
those.
I'll think of a few.
near
All right,
future
cool.
what movies you guys would want to watch and talk about next.
Yeah. Cool.
I've heard there's a lot of movies out there that we haven't seen. So.
Gosh, dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any movies coming to mind right now?
I'd have to think about it honestly, because it's like there's no movies that I want to see. The only things that come to mind are things that I want you guys to see because I like them so much. But then again, Landon doesn't like to experience things that I like.
What?
So
have you guys seen Moon with Sam Rockwell?
I haven't seen that.
Nope.
You guys, that's a good one.
I'll put it on the list.
It's a great movie.
Well, next week or a week or 2 weeks, we'll come up with a definitive one that we'll announce that we'll watch.
Have you guys seen Inside Llewyn Davis?
No.
It's a good one.
Oscar Isaac.
Yep.
Have you guys seen Ex Machina?
Nope.
That one's got Oscar Isaac. That's another good one.
I haven't. That reminds me. Her, is that a movie?
Yeah, it's got Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I'm not
Scarlett
interested in that
Johansson.
movie.
Yeah, I heard that one's a little messed up.
I've heard it's good.
It just doesn't sound. I don't know.
it's too close to home.
It's too painful.
Are you also in love with a like?
Siri is there for me a lot. Okay.
All right, close this out, Michael.
Let's see more movies.
Put me on the spot. Rope. Rope.
Yeah,
Alfred
Rope.
Hitchcock.
Truman Show.
I want to watch that.
That's a great one.
Bone Tomahawk.
What's that one?
It's a western with
Is that with Kurt Russell?
yeah, and then it's got the guy from Lost. The main guy from Lost is in it, and then Patrick Wilson.
Ford Ferrari.
Oh yeah,
Ford v Ferrari.
Man, I'm so mad I didn't see that in theaters.
Yeah, Ford Ferrari. I haven't seen that. And then I also want to see Little Women.
Christian Bale version, right?
No.
Dude, it's kind
No
of
bail, no watch.
Yeah, come on.
No.
Why do you want to see that one, Will?
Because I heard it's amazing. What?
I don't know.
What are you looking
It's
at?
not, it's not for the female cast that you want to watch it.
No, not really.
Will's lying.
No.
If that's the case, then watch the Christian Bale version.
Why?
No bail, no watch.
No. What's wrong with you guys? I just want to see this new one.
Oscar nominated.
Landon's like, oh, I bet it's all the hot girls that are in it.
I didn't say they were hot.
Did you guys see A Marriage Story?
Gosh dang it.
I haven't. I do want to watch that one.
I do, yeah, but that looks like it'll
Sad
make me
time-
cry.
sad
Like,
time movie.
like big tears coming out of my eyes.
What was that one that Jonah was telling us about? The one with Jeremy Renner.
Star Wars Episode 9.
No.
Gosh.
The one with Jeremy Renner and
Arrival?
that one's good. Have you guys seen Arrival?
I haven't.
That one's fan. Yeah, add Arrival to the list. There was one he was talking about with Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen. Wind River.
Oh, Wind River, yeah.
Yeah, add that to the list.
That's on Netflix, I think.
Oh, is it?
I think
I'll
so.
probably just watch it right now. As soon as I finish that.
I typed
Demo.
Wind River.
Wind River.
Wind starts with a W. You guys seen any of the old Jack Ryan movies with Harrison Ford?
I've
No.
seen Hunt for Red October. But that's with Alec
That's with
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
But it's basically he replaced, or no, Harrison Ford replaced him, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really like a. At least the two Harrison Ford movies are, but the other ones aren't really like a carryover. It's almost like James Bond movies, where it's like it's the same character, but it's not really.
What's
like,
weird is the other character. There's a James Earl Jones character is in the Harrison Ford and Hunt for Red October.
Yeah,
So that's kind of weird.
That's weird.
Like they have the same cast for some
I want
characters,
to watch
not others.
the Amazon show with John Krasinski, the Jack Ryan. What?
I don't know. It doesn't look that interesting to me.
I've heard it's good.
I've heard it's good too.
You hate John Krasinski? Do you hate Jim?
I mean, I'll never get Jim out of my mind. Like,
I don't know. I feel like he steps. I mean, like that. What was that one?
13 Hours.
Yeah, like
Quiet Place.
Yeah, Quiet Place in 13 Hours. I mean, he's pretty serious in those roles, and he does a really good job. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's nothing like Jim in 13 Hours.
No, nothing.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not a huge Michael Bay fan, but that one was good.
Yeah, Michael Bay, Michael Boom,
Michael. Explosion.
Guy's crazy.
Did you ever see
explosion?
Did you ever see when he tried to? He had like this.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He tried to promote this curved Samsung TV.
Yeah. He just freaking lost it.
I mean, he starts off and like the prompter gets off or something, and he's like, he just bombs. Like he's just I'm sorry, I just can't. He just walks off the stage and just leaves the other guy there, and he's like, Michael Bay, everybody.
Yeah, I remember that. It was awesome.
Like, so cringy. Like, oh man. But to his credit, he did post on Twitter and like just own it. He was like, well, that was embarrassing. Guess I don't really do well in front of crowds. Whoops. Anyway, buy this TV.
They're probably so mad. They're like,
no, because if that blew up.
Oh, and it did.
Free advertising. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, more people probably heard about the TV that Michael Bay couldn't talk about.
Yeah.
Than if Michael Bay talked about it.
Yeah, than if it was just a normal thing.
I bet they went up there like, all right, Michael Bay, you're going to make an idiot of yourself, but we're going to pay you millions.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you guys think of that new Greyhound?
I didn't see the trailer for it.
Oh man,
I don't
know about it. It looks bad.
What is it? It's a World War II movie, right? Or
yeah. It's about the U.S. troops sending over people to Europe and them being cut off by U-boats. And stuff.
It looks better than 1917 though.
I'm
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Have you seen that yet?
No.
How have you not seen it yet?
Come on.
Dude, I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
You literally work at a theater.
Dude.
Just hop in one.
Yeah, just dip out and watch the movie on your shift.
Yeah. Clean up a piece of gum that takes you 2 hours to get done.
Dude, I don't want to go back on my days off to the theater.
Go to the Northtown.
Yeah, go to
I don't want to.
Northtown's better anyway.
I would... Dude, I don't...
Have you ever thought about requesting a trade to the Northtown Mall?
No. Never. I don't want to.
You're loyal? How about Airway Heights?
No.
How about the Valley?
No. I am happy with the theater that I work at.
Are you?
It was like a single tear on sound high.
I am happy with the theater that I work at. The specific theater that I work at would be the one that I want to work out if I worked at a theater in Spokane.
Way to be specific.
Very specific.
But yeah, at some point, see 1917.
What is what?
What? You're mad at me.
Now you're being like Landon.
Okay, all right, I'll go see it. I'm supposed to go see it with Jonah and my dad.
You think
there you
I'm
go.
a hero? Or you lived long enough to... Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it with Jonah, Dad,
when?
and I. I'm not sure.
Make a date right now.
No, I can't. Things are crazy for my finals week.
Screw finals.
Dude, I can't.
I thought your school closed due to coronavirus.
No, okay, it did, but it's basically everything got pushed forward. So that screws so many people over because it's like, oh, have a nice timetable for finals. Oops, not meeting for finals. Let's push it before, and then it's like, well, they're not canceling like the work that's due already that week.
So when are your finals?
Finals are this next week.
Like this
ends
coming
on
week?
Friday. But yeah. I have two tests within the next week, and then I have a paper due on next Monday, not this Monday. Next Monday.
Is this that like
then I have a project
page one?
It's 12 pages. It's not 25.
Jeez, that sounds horrible.
It's even better.
It'll be okay as long as I just keep.
I don't
working
think
on
I
it.
could do that.
Really?
12 pages,
I don't know. It's just you got to get this a really complicated topic and just
feel like you just like
write on it.
You just like BSing your way through it. You're just like
no,
words.
I've actually done. I've read like
so
150 pages almost, maybe 200 pages for this project.
Oh my god, no, oh dear.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully it comes out well, and I think I'm going to be proud of it. But we'll see. It's happened before where I work really hard, and it's just like, oh well, this was a dud of a paper.
Oh man.
I mean, it gets an okay grade because like the effort's there and the like all the research is there. Just like sometimes it just doesn't string together well. Sometimes you don't have a clear thesis on what you want the paper to be, and that's always the worst part because you know what your topic is, you just don't know what you want to say.
It's making my dumb meat brain hurt.
Well, unfortunately, it also depends on the professor. Like it's
100%.
You know, and
oh gosh.
Ultimately, it's up to them whether they give you a good grade on it or not.
Well, but there are like within subjective levels of quality, there's like, okay, they use like their grammar is incorrect. That's an objective way of telling like, okay, your
yeah, but
sucks.
Is your grammar ever incorrect?
Sometimes, yeah,
I don't
because
believe that.
grammar's really complicated and sucks.
That's
and I
easy.
hate grammar.
Grammar's fun.
Me love grammar.
Grammar's the I can't even say the wrong way.
The bestest.
The bestest.
Grammar are cool.
Grammar me like.
Grammar me now.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, see 1917 at some point because
Yep.
it's probably going to
I
be
will.
out of theaters
I will.
soon.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know.
good.
Yep.
Good. Okay, well, yeah, we should probably
Wrap it up.
End this
Shut it
train
down.
wreck
Shut it
of a
down.
podcast. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I think I'm good. Feeling fresh. I'm feeling reinvigorated with
We've got
life.
a lot of movies we can think about over the next
I'm
couple
excited
weeks.
for your redemption arc, Landon.
I'm probably gonna play the Outer Worlds.
It starts with finishing that rice.
That's a long redemption arc.
Yeah, for you, it's going to take a while.
Nothing ever comes easy.
Okay, so that's the episode. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for being on, Will and Landon.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure.
Yes, Landon, is it your pleasure too?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
always.
Good to hear. All right, you guys can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, CastBox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website at www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at HK Hotkeys. Please like, review us, and subscribe on whichever platforms you use, and you can contact us at the email address hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com. Bye.
Farewell.
Get a little bit of that
Rice.